So the question for today's episode is, do I need high quality, highly produced cinematic videos to market my products or services? With the rise of shorter form videos like TikTok, Reels, is there a place for long form cinematic videos? Well, I believe there is, but the landscape is changing. So in today's video, we explore the types of videos you really need to market your business. Let's take it to the next level. So being both a marketer and filmmaker, I get a lot of questions from business owners and fellow marketers. Do they need cinematic videos for their businesses today? They're seeing other businesses use TikTok and Reels to market their products without the cost or the resources to create those long-form cinematic videos too. Especially businesses that are cash-strapped don't have those resources, and that doesn't necessarily mean smaller businesses either. Some larger or medium-sized businesses are operating on a really thin margin and just can't afford to create those high-quality videos on a regular basis. And they're seeing the growth of these shorter, authentic videos that businesses are creating daily without having to hire a videographer or necessarily have training in creating those long-form cinematic videos too. So let's look at this from a 10,000-foot view. Why are businesses creating more videos? Well, it's because people are consuming more videos. If you check any social platform, they're prioritizing video, and the quality and the volume of videos on those platforms are just increasing. It's a great way to build brand and create demand for your products and service with brand videos, product videos, case study, testimonial videos, educational videos, and so on. And now with the growth of shorter, more authentic videos like TikTok and Reels, it's so much easier to create your own using your phone rather than hiring a videographer, video agency, or learning how to use a more expensive camera. And you can see so many creators build huge audiences, become successful with just their phone and a light. Maybe not even a light, maybe just going outside. All you do is pull out your phone, record a 15 to 30-second video, copy the latest TikTok trend, and that's your content. Maybe do that 2-3 times a day. Over the next 6 to 12 months, you have a high potential to build a huge audience that then you can monetize off of. And not to mention, TikTok's algorithm makes it much easier to reach people who don't follow you. And I also think Instagram Reels is doing the same thing. It's much easier than some of the other channels like YouTube, where it takes, 2, 3, 5, 10 years to really build that audience to make it worthwhile. And depending on the industry, you can use this method to grow your audience that you can market to later. But whether you're creating long-form cinematic videos or shorter, more authentic videos, it still comes down to resources and time. Do you have the time to learn the platform and create the content, be consistent over a long period of time? And does your business have time to do this? Or do you need to hire this out? So before you create that long-form cinematic award-winning video ad or those trend-setting TikToks, I want you to ask yourself these 4 questions that'll help you determine what type of content you need, how often you need to produce them, and really set the foundation for your video strategy that you'll need to create regardless of which direction you choose. So the first question is, what industry are you in? And I think this is the most important question because it really sets the foundation of what type of content you need. There's a big difference between selling lower priced B2C products like iPhone cases or clothing versus high-end luxury items like luxury real estate, jewelry, cars, and so on. Or if you're selling a $100,000 B2B SaaS product, not that you can't do it using TikTok or Reels, because you can, and I think there's a huge opportunity, but it just requires a different type of strategy. So for example, I work in B2B SaaS, and I think there's opportunity to use both types of videos. You can use longer form cinematic videos to create product videos or brand videos, while you can use shorter form videos to help educate your prospects or your clients. So understanding your industry and the types of products and services that you provide will help you know the types of videos that you need and how often you need to produce them. So the next question is, who's your audience? Who's actually going to be watching these videos? And what do you want them to do after they watch? Do you want them to watch your video and then buy your product or use your service? Or do you want them to watch your video, maybe consume other pieces of content, and when they are ready to buy, you're top of mind? So it's really easy for some industries to say, I'm not gonna spend any time or resources in that shorter form content because my audience is maybe more sophisticated, they're older, it's harder to describe or provide context to our products or service in less than 30 seconds. But I would challenge you, there's a whole host of people, not just people under 25, 30, 40, 50, 60 that are on these platforms and growing every day. There's a lot of people who create, and it's really a big opportunity to get your brand, your product, or your service, or your business out in front. Be one of those pioneers, be one of those innovators, rather than those laggards that when they're ready to come into these platforms, it's much more saturated and it's much harder to get any traction. So the third question you have to ask yourself is, do you have the time and resources to create these types of videos? If you can't do it yourself, do you have to hire a videographer or video agency? Because as business owners, there's a lot more things you have to think about and take care of other than creating content. And as marketers, there's a lot more things as well. And it's not just about creating this type of video, you also have to think about publishing, promotion, to make sure that these videos that you create actually reach your target audience. And the fourth question is, can you afford not to? Especially with these shorter form videos, because as these platforms grow, it's going to be much more saturated and harder to get in front of people. And that's just with any kind of social platform, because it becomes more saturated. And from a business perspective, I think it's really important to understand what your audience is consuming, how they're consuming it, and the process of how these things are being created, even if you're not creating it yourself. That way you can apply the learnings and integrate it with your business, marketing, or video strategy as well. So the question of the day I have for you is, what type of videos are you going to be creating? The longer form cinematic videos, or the shorter, more authentic TikToks or Reels? Or is it going to be a combination of both? And are you going to be hiring a video agency or a videographer to create them, or are you going to be doing it yourself? Let me know in the comment section below. Regardless of the types of videos that you're going to be creating, having a video marketing strategy is paramount to success. Learn how to create one by watching this video and this playlist. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in our next episode.